Cubric Vision 1.1 is out, and so is 1.2, because the following day I decided to release it due to some improvements on speed, which we like speed. So in this video, I'm going to try and cover all of these changes. There's a lot of changes since version 1, so I'm going to try and cover them all. And the big one is RunPod. So now you can connect Cubric Studio to RunPod, to your RunPod account, and you can control everything from Cubric Studio. You can choose any card. So if you don't have a good card and you need one, you can rent a card for as low as 24 cents an hour. For setting this up and setting up an account, I'll do a separate video soon. In the meantime, let's go over everything, or almost everything, that it's new in Cubric Vision. Let's start with models. What models do we have on this version? First of all, we have a new model library, as you can see, and the big ones are Krea 2 and an NSFW version of Krea 2. We also have Bogu Image Edit, and that comes in 2 flavors, which is the balanced tier and in the high tier. So now we have tiers. Tiers are basically what they say. So this is going to take a while on a low-end card, and on the low side, you got models that are really fast. So Bogu Image comes in balanced and high. Bogu Image is one of the image editors that come in this version. We also have Quen Image Edit, and Krea also has edit capabilities. We have Chroma Hyper and Chroma Flash. These models are great for real-life photos, like amateur photos and stuff like that. We have NVIDIA PID Upscaler. This is just an upscaler model, so it's good at what it does. It has 4 different flavors. SDXL type, Flux type, Quen type, and Stable Diffusion 3 type. We have a big one right here. It's a new video model, LTX2.3. LTX creates audio, synced audio with video, and it comes in 2 flavors here. We got the high and the balanced one. This video model also accepts audio as reference or just as audio. So you can animate an image with your voice, for example. Another video model that came out in the low tier is 2.25B. This is good for experiments and maybe for animation, but keep in mind, even though it runs on almost anything, it's low quality compared to the other models. On the other hand, SDXL models, all our SDXL models now do image to image, and they also have depth control mat, which allows you to, well, to pick up an image from the internet and use that as a pose for your characters or things like that. The Bogu Image Editor only accepts 1 image, the Krea 2 editor accepts 2 images, and the Quen Image Edit accepts 3 reference images. Both the Krea model and the Quen model have styles that come with them. I particularly like the midjourney style here for Krea. It can create really cool images like the ones you see here. Krea also supports 2K, so all of this becomes larger when you select 2K, and also your generation time will increase. There are several operations for the models now. So Krea, for example, as you can see, image to image, depth, upscale, edit, and detail. And of course, text to image. This can also be accessed in our tab menu. So if you hold tab, you can see what's available right now. I have an image there, so that's available. If I don't have an image, all I can do is text to image. Krea comes with a special ability, which is the enhance prompt. So when you turn this on, it will enhance a simple prompt like this. And then when you reuse the card, you will see the prompt that it created for you. It has turbo, and no turbo. So no turbo gives you a little bit more quality with a lot more time. So to be honest, I like to have turbo on. Similar to Krea, Quan also has some styles. Uh, most of them are anime styles. You have a really good transform to 3D style here, and a snapshot style to simulate real amateur images. Similar to Krea, you have a quality tier. So hyper is 4 steps, really fast. Turbo is 8 steps, not so fast. And quality, you can wait a while until you get something, but you get something good. Our context menus now have more options. For example, here in the project page, you have project nodes, so you can attach some project nodes to your projects. You can rename your projects, you can open them in their project folder, and you also have an option to clean up assets. Careful with this option. This option will clean up everything that your prompt reuse uses. It will clear a lot of space, but you won't be able to reuse prompt. Talking about reuse prompt, reuse prompt had a new styling applied to it, so it's a bit easier to choose what you want to use from that previous created image. In the gallery page, the right-click menu also has quite a few additions. Here you can select several cards and add them to an existing project. For example, you can also open the image in the file system. You can rename images now, so you don't have these names anymore. Each entry has card notes as well, so you can add some notes, talk about this image entry here. You also can describe an image. So if I choose to describe an image, it will fill my prompt with the description of that image. This is an operation like any other operation. You got the image describer. Once it's finished, it pops up the description of the image. So this is really good to recreate images, even ones that you grab off the internet. Now, to make sure that this works, you either need Krea installed, or you can scroll down in the model library to plugins, and here you can install the image describer. The image workspace also has some new additions. For example, entries that have masks now allow you to copy the mask, go into another entry, and paste that mask. You can also download the mask and use it in Photoshop, for example. Here you also have the describe image option, and you can also add the current entry to the gallery as a new card. And obviously you also have the open in file system. Right-click menu on the image now lets you clear the current mask, so you don't have to go to the mask menu anymore. And we also have a new addition here, which is remove background, which can give you a transparent color so that you can have the image in Photoshop, take it to Photoshop or something like that. Or you can choose a color from the color picker. So if I remove background and let this finish, here we go. We lost a leg, but it is what it is. That leg was too blurry to catch. The video workspace also has a new addition, which is here, export GIF. So I can export my nice videos, nice short videos, and export them as memes in GIF format and send it to any place I want on the internet. So if I press generate preview to see how my clip is going to look like, I can choose smaller sizes. So if I choose a smaller size, I can see how many megabytes I'm going to have on the final file. So here we got 2 megabytes, and I can choose my frame rate and then just press export, and that's going to export a GIF file. Here we go, our nice dog flying over the clouds. You have some new options in settings, for example, play audio on Hoover, which it's handy now that you can actually import audio into the application, and you have videos with audio, so that's handy. You also have desktop now notifications, so when you're not focused on the app, you still get notifications when you connect audio download is completed, generation is completed. You can also turn off sounds on notifications, which now they have sounds. The reuse prompt has new options, video and audio. If you want to see that menu that I showed you in the beginning of the video, you just need to turn this on. In external connections, you can now add external folders for your LoRa's and your upscale models. You can also drag and drop LoRa's into here, and they will go into the folders that you have here, the primary folders. If you now minimize the app when you have a queue going, you get a little latent preview window here. And if you click on it, you can go back to the app. So you can actually watch a movie while your latents are showing you what's happening in the app. When you're connected to RunPod, you can actually generate on your card and on RunPod at the same time, and you'll see them side by side here. So you can do images on your computer while doing videos on RunPod. Once your queue finishes, you get a OS notification, and you can click on that and see that your generations are all finished. And I'll see you in the next video.